All right, hello everyone. Welcome to week 6. This is a Desmos activity introduction video to help you get into the factoring polynomials activity. So in this activity, you're going to be practicing factoring. So last week you should have done the multiplying one and we used graphs to know if you multiplied correctly. This one we're just going to go in reverse. I'm going to give you a trinomial with a leading coefficient of 1, so the easier ones. And I want you to use graphs, use the Desmos calculator, and just to practice getting better at factoring trinomials. If your graphs are the same, then you know you factored correctly. If they're different, then you need to check your work and figure out what you did incorrectly. So let's go through a little bit together here. So here we go. Graph the following expression, x squared plus 5x plus 6. So I'm going to start off, x squared plus 5x plus 6. We got another kind of curvy graph. We're going to see this is a parabola later on as we get into the class when we get quadratic equations. But we can see the x-intercepts. We can find out some information about this. I can pan, I can move around. There's my y-intercept of 6. Just make a note of where this graph and what it looks like. Now I'm going to also graph x plus 3 times x plus 2. And notice it looks really similar. In fact, I'll even graph the other one as well, x squared plus 5x plus 6. And there you go. There's my factored form, and there's my trinomial in standard form. So we took this trinomial, and if I factored into this, the graphs look the same. So I know that this expression, x plus 3 times x plus 2, is exactly the same as x squared plus 5x plus 6. Factored form, standard form. So we compare my two graphs to make sure they're looking good. So you're going to make some notes about that. We notice the two graphs are the same. And we're going to use that and just run through some examples. So factor this. If I look at this, remember with factoring, if the leading coefficient is 1, I just need to look at what c is, which is 27. I need to look at what b is, which is 12. I need to find two numbers that multiply to 27 but that add to 12. In this case, my two numbers are going to be 9 and 3. 9 times 3 is 27 and 9 plus 3 is 12. So it's going to factor into x plus 3 times x plus 9. Let's change my colors because then it helps me compare the two graphs better. And let's see what we got. So there's my red graph of x squared plus 12x plus 27. If I turn on the blue one, it's exactly the same. It's right on top of each other. So I'm pretty sure that these are equivalent expressions and that this right here, x plus 3 times x plus 9, is the factored form of x squared plus 12x plus 27. If I did that wrong, so say I put minus and minus, now I can see, oh, my graphs are not matching up. I need to check my factoring because these are not equivalent. My graphs are different, which means my expressions are different. All right, have fun practicing. Let me know if you have any questions. Again, this is for week 6. Good luck.